Good afternoon, ladies and gents, and you join me from Holborn Viaduct. And today's location, we're going to be visiting a church, of course, which houses a little bit of London's darker side history, a little bit of macabre history, shall we say. This is the Church of St Sepulchre-without-Newgate. The Newgate part is important, bear that in mind. Just a little view of the outside of the church. And some snaps I'll get afterwards once I'm done, because it shuts at 2:30, so I want to get in soon and get done, as I've got other locations in the area that I wish to visit. So yeah, I'll pause you for now while I finish off my smoke. Join me inside for a tour of St Sepulchre-without-Newgate. Hope you're all going to enjoy this one. Join me inside in a minute. In we go. It's a lovely church. The architecture of the outside is beautiful enough, of course. Very, very historical one, this. Right by Newgate and the old Newgate Jowl, which this church kind of served. Please come in. I shall indeed come in. I think you're going to enjoy this one, guys and girls. If we go over the half an hour, then it'll be a YouTube jobby. Making sure I don't bump into anything. Beautiful font and font cover. Look. There we are. There's detailed architecture everywhere in these places. Look, a lovely stained glass window just up there. The chandelier, which we'll see more of in a minute. See what I mean about the architecture in these places. Just getting pictures as I go. Welcome to the Holy Sepulchre. This is your visual guide. So once you have the key to this door, please make your way up the stairs. Your door to the bell room. Oh, I'll ask about that. Just going to pause you a minute while I take off my scarf and undo my coat because it's warm. There we are. In we shall go. Taking photos as we go. History of the church. Interesting in the history of the Holy Sepulchre. That's an audio tour. The history and everything of the church will appear in the description box. One of the first things I wish to find, and I'm not quite sure where it is the Newgate Bell. This church holds the Newgate Bell from Newgate Prison. Every time someone was executed, that bell was rung. And another stunning font. The Newgate Bell. Is that the bell over there? I don't think that's it. That looks a bit too new for the Newgate Bell. I wonder where it is. I know it's in this church somewhere. This is the Royal Fusiliers chapel as well, by the way. So, get a bit of the history of that. Pause to read. I always start off with the sides, don't I? So that's what I shall do. I'm getting impatient because I want to see the Newgate Bell, but I've got a while yet. Some of the memorials, look. It's a beautiful church, as you can see. I'll be quiet now because the priest is praying, the vicar is praying. That'll be a stoop, a holy water stoop. Proper pews in a church, which is nice to see. To the memory of His Majesty King George V, Colonel-in-Chief, 1900 to 1936, and of his son, the Royal Highness Duke of Kent, Colonel-in-Chief, 1937 to 42. Because, yeah, as I said, this is the Royal Fusiliers Chapel. Their spiritual home in London. Oh, pardon me. I know what I've just found. And I will save that bit till last because it will be one of the most interesting bits. But look at these flags. Each of these flags were flown at battles and such like. I found the execution bell. This one, look, is so fragile and precious that it's behind glass. Making sure I don't bump into anything. Look at this interesting couple here, look. I think it's all going to probably be in Latin, but... Edward Arris, Esquire. As I always say, we're very, very lucky to have these places, to be able to go and walk around and see and enjoy the history. There'll be quite a few photos from this one. Oh look, and a chained font cover again, lucky. Chain goes all the way up there, so it'll probably be weighted somewhere to lift that up. A couple of past parishioners. That was most likely a communion table in its day. The Royal Fusiliers Memorial Chapel.
We lift them to the Lord. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. Shall I give thanks and praise? Father, we give you thanks and praise for you, beloved Son, Jesus Christ, your living Word, for whom you have created all things, who was sent by you, your great goodness, to be our Saviour.
That would be where the church wardens sit. Parish clerk and sidesman. A harmony zone. I think that's church terms for a safe space.
Granted by the power of your Holy Spirit, and according to your command, these gifts of bread and wine lead you to Christ.
And the battles, look. Our heroes, that's what I always call them. Every single one of them, even the ones that came back alive unscathed. Every one of them, men and women and the animals that all caught up in that. Every one of them is a hero. La Marguerite. Just to pick out a few.
Christ has died, Christ is risen, Christ will come again. So, Father, glorifying his death on the cross, his perfect sacrifice, we pose all the sins of the whole world.
It's a very impressive church.
not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Share in the body of Christ. Though we are few, we are one body, because we all share in one bread. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, pardon us.
Well, that's rather impressive, isn't it? Here lies interred the body of Mr. Robert Lloyd, late of this parish, founder, who departed this life October the 19th, 1776, aged 62. Also of the body of Mrs. Jane Lloyd, wife of the above, who departed this life January the 1st, 1777, aged 75 years. The sweet remembrance of thus shall good God, I think it's ain't full burden. They sleep. No, because the F's and S's are all the same. And Jacob's daughter, the above, Robert and Jane Lloyd, departed this life September the 19th, 1798, aged 59 years. Also Mrs. Mary Vining, daughter of the above, Robert and Jane Lloyd, who departed this life January the 6th, 1807, aged 69 years. Mr. Henry Paul Dumbleton, son of the above Mary Vining, died September the 20th, 1807, aged 41 years. The betrayal of the Madonna. Which is what that beautiful work of art is. You don't because the vicar is conducting a small service over there, but you can see the beautiful stained glass. It's absolutely stunning. I won't go there because the vicar is performing a service, so a beautiful church. There you have the high altar. Igor lectern. And a beautiful old grand piano. The pulpit. The vicar normally goes into the pulpit when he gives the lesson, as many churchgoers will know. So we've pretty much got everything, and we were able to do that without interrupting the service too much, which is something I don't like doing. But they shut soon, so it's a case of get done while you can. And this, look at the beautiful cosmati pavement. It's stunning. And now to the high altar and its beautiful window, which we'll focus on first, because look, there you can see St Paul's Church of the Holy Sepulchre, or Holy Sepulchre Church, which is what we're in. Yes. Zoom back out. I'll take you up to the gallery. That private door will take you up to the gallery and the organ. Mr. Richard Reeves, citizen, merchant, tailor of London. That's nice how the sun shined on there. I always like to remember past parishioners, inside and out, wherever they may be buried or remembered. They are a great part of the parish, aren't they? It's the choir stalls. Well, you must admit, for spectacular churches, this one is a real stunner, isn't it? We'll focus a little bit more on the guard's window now. Now I know where my location that I wish to see, the thing that I wish to see is. One of the medieval churches, this one. It's still got much of its medieval architecture. Tower of London, look. St Paul, St George. 1950. I'm deliberately pointing you down because I want to save the interesting thing. Well, the whole place is interesting, fascinating and beautiful, isn't it? But I want to save the most macabre, interesting historical thing till last. But look at the architecture. It's such a stunning church. Oh, I didn't know that, look. That's interesting. There was once an underground passage from Newgate Prison to the church crypt. This was often used by a local minister when going to the prison to toll the bell outside the condemned prisoner's cell. However, I like the first water fountain in London. I'm glad I got a picture of that one. I've taken pictures. I hope that changes back in a minute. going to pause you. It changes each one, so there's a different story on each screen. So I'll photograph those and pause to read them if you wish. It's going to point you down a moment. Someone's in there, and then we're going to have a look at this little area where the vicar was, the musician chapel. If you want to read that, pause now. Oh wow, what a beautiful, beautiful place. Musician Memorial Chapel. And that's the memorial window we saw the description of. That is it. That's better. There we are, some photos. Some stunning stained glass as well, really is lovely. Oh, look at the cushions as well. I like that. I didn't notice those. Oh, they're all different as well. As you can see there's a lot of them, so I can't photograph all of them, but they are each different. Must have a leak. Must have a leak. For anyone that remembers Carry On, Follow That Camel, you'll get that reference. Wow. That will have been a tomb of some description there, I should imagine, or an altar. Well, that was very impressive, wasn't it? As I say, the architecture, well, speaks for itself, doesn't it, really? And now, last but not least, of course, is the interesting and macabre piece of history I wanted to tell you about. I'll show you. As you read about, yep, which is this, the Newgate Bell. The Newgate Execution Bell. This bell was rung outside the condemned cell at Newgate, the bellman of Saint Sepulchre, at midnight on the eve of an execution, when he recited the following lines: All ye that in the condemned hole do lie, prepare you, for tomorrow you shall die. With all, watch all and pray, the hour is drawing near, that ye before the Almighty must appear. Examine well yourselves, in time repent, that ye may not to eternal flames be sent. And when Saint Sepulchre bell in the morning tolls, the Lord above have mercy on your souls. Past 12 o'clock. And this custom originated at the bequest of £50 made by Robert Dow in 1605. The bellman was to give 12 solemn tolls of the double strokes on this handbell, and having thus roused the prisoners, which was doubtless quite unnecessary, he delivered with an audible voice the lines quoted above. A nosegay was given to condemned prisoners as they passed the churchyard wall of St Sepulchre from Newgate to Tyburn. This custom died out in the early part of the 19th century. In Wester's Duchess of Malta, 1616 Act are the following lines, which seem to point to Dow's gift 11 years earlier. I am the common bellman that usually is sent to the condemned prisoners the night before they die. This may be compared with the Lady Macbeth's words. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman, which gives the sternest good night. Dow's gift was made in 1605. And what was completed Macbeth was completed in 1606. Shakespeare would have passed St Sepulchre on his way from Stratford-upon-Avon, if, as is probable, he entered the city at Newgate. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? And there you have it, the Newgate Bell. Not a sound that anyone would have relished hearing. So, ladies and gents, I've done it in the less than 35 minutes. Excellent. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Oh, I'll give you some more views of that outside. So I'll stop this one and we'll do that in a minute. See you outside.